What's going on, traders? Rami Z back at it, better known as Stockerfella. What's up, everybody? What's up, all my traders? Doing a video today on VTIQ for one of my subscribers. Edgar wants me to look at VTIQ for him. I'm not gonna lie, Edgar, I don't think I've ever even heard of this stock, and when I first looked at this stock, it looked like coming from the land of penny stocks back in the day and years of that, it looks like a pump and dump type chart. But with all this coronavirus stuff, I was like, the first thing I noticed about this chart is like there was no volume until this happened. Like there was barely ever volume. And then I don't know too much about this company, but I guess it's a acquisition corporation, right? It's an acquisition company where when I looked at this, I was like, there has to be a reason. So I went and looked at it. Okay, they have a merger. They're going to merger with some company. I'm going to get to that later, you guys. But let's do the technical analysis right now. On some technical analysis straight, first of all, Edgar, I don't know if you're day trading this. I don't know if you're in this already. I don't know if you're looking day trade this or scalp this, or I don't know if you're investing in this for the long run, but there's a couple different scenarios that can play out here. So we're going to look at this let's start with a yearly, you guys. You know how I always tell you guys we're going to take the top-down approach. Okay, this is a 3-year weekly chart. Look at this thing. You can see, you guys, I can barely ever had volume, right? Just to look at it, right? Excuse me. I'm going to go 3-year daily chart. So I can see that it topped off back in March at, what's that, $16, around $16, right, you guys? And right here, you guys, is it when it finally broke out to $16. They try to take it back, and this is the breakout point. Now, what happened with this is they're gonna merge with some company by June, right? They're gonna merge with some trucking company they're going to build some efficient type of semi-trucks, right? So when I was looking at this, but let's just stick to the technical analysis right now, price action, right? Let's look at the bigger chart. I can see a little daily flag in there, right? So let's get our drawing tools out, you guys. This is a little flag right here, right? The thing is, with this flag right here, it can fail, you guys. A lot of flag patterns fail. It's not a perfect flag, you guys, but it's like forming a flag right now. All my traders know that this is like a kind of a flag pattern, right? It's like a wedge flag pattern, if you can kind of see it, right? That's one of the patterns. And another thing is, on the other day, look, it kind of peaked down below that support, but then they caught the dip. Buyers caught the dip, you guys. The only problem is there wasn't that much volume. Volume wasn't that heavy on this. If we look at in that day, you guys, you can see it caught exactly like around the $20 area. So for a quick day trade, Edgar, if you're day trading this, like if I was day trading this, full disclosure, I'm not a professional. I'm not a hedge fund or nothing, but if I was day trading and I was like, what I would have to see it do, it would have to come bounce, smack that $20. It would have to bounce and have to test it again and hold that second test for me. And that's what we call a two-try failure. Okay, like the short sellers basically try to break it under 20. They fail once, and then they try to break it under 20 again. They fail twice, and that's when I'll be buying. Is if they fail on their confirmation, I'm basically buying into their stop losses. So everybody who shorted below 20, and it bounces back up, and actually buyers catch the dip, and the volume's strong, and the sentiment's strong, and if you know how to read the tape that's strong, I would catch that for probably a quick day trade till the next resistance, about $21. Or to VWAP, wherever VWAP happens to be at that time, if it holds 20 a couple times. So the pattern would look like, I'm going to get screenwriter real soon, but the pattern would look like 1, 2. A lot of people call it like a crown reversal, double bottom. It would be a triple bottom if you look at this, right? And then we have previous resistance there from the other day. And then we could have this breakout point become new resistance. So you want to watch that. That's one scenario. Another scenario that could happen, Edgar, is, and all you guys should be paying attention to, because I'm going to give out some key things you can learn from today. Let's remove all these drawings real fast. Another thing is, you guys, if I look at this, like, if I'm looking at this, like, I know it's not exactly a pump and dump, but it's like a pump and dump charts, right, to me. So if I'm looking at this is the front side of the move, and this is the back side of the move, right? It might be too late of the back side of the move, right? And look at these long wicks, you guys. There's buyers or short sellers. This thing is very volatile, right? So, like, when we go back, where's our strongest long-term support at, you guys? It finally broke out where? It finally broke out this area, like $14, $15. If you're investing for this in the long run, I would start DCAing, like dollar cost average, if it gets to this area. Now, if it gets to 15, 16, it can hold as well. So if I'm investing, let's say I want to invest in this for the long term or a year or however you want to do it, I would start maybe buying if it holds this area and starts to uptrend right here, you guys, right? But I don't do long-term investing really. I'm starting to do a little portfolio for me and my girlfriend, a little one here and a little one for her. I'm starting to do one, you guys, just like for practice. Start a little portfolio, you guys, on Cash App and probably on Webull, just fractional shares just to start off. You guys, I encourage you. Let's not get sidetracked. Let's get back to the chart. But I encourage you to start something, you guys. But anyways, back to this chart. This, where it finally broke out this area recently, if I zoom in here and if I show you guys the breakout point, it finally broke this area. Where it broke this area, it could come back and test, and what is that? That's around 15 bucks. And old support, what do we always say, you guys? Old support can become new resistance. This could even happen tomorrow. But you guys have to always watch the bigger picture. You guys don't want to trade in a little vacuum. You want to watch the bigger picture. If you see buyers catch the dip, if it holds 15, like I said in the previous example, it has to hold a couple times, you guys. Even if you miss out, it's okay. There's gonna be plays every day. It's okay. You might miss some money, you guys, but if it crashes on you, then you have, like, you gotta have your plan. Everybody has their own plan, but plan the trade the plan, right? So for VTIQ, it could come here, hold this, and then bounce off this. That's possible. Another thing is, what do we have underneath us, you guys? We have the 50 moving average and we have the 200 moving average. So we have decent support. And they're both starting to kind of move up. They're kind of moving sideways, but if this thing starts to curl down, that's a bearish sign. Okay? So that could be possible. Another possibility is, you guys, how I'm giving you how different traders, I know different traders, and this is like how they see things, right? This is called, a lot of traders call this a hidden channel, right? Let me fix that line. Look it, a lot of traders, you guys, call something like this a hidden channel, right? Where they'll come short off, and even some traders will give it more room. Like, some traders will even give it more room. Like, let's just say that's different traders. Let's say some traders go to the big of the channel, and some go to this edge, and some traders go to this edge. But let's just get rid of one of them, just so I can show you an example. And it's not a perfect, but this is a little hidden channel. Now, if it keeps going here, right? If it goes up top tomorrow, and it has resistance right here, that means shorters recognize this hidden channel. And if you guys see a wick and it comes back down to here, and we get a test of this spot right here, this $15 area will be a hidden channel area, and it'll be previous resistance. So that's where I see the most powerful support at this week at Edgar. Let me put a circle there. Oh, my circle's messed up, you guys. But you guys can kind of tell where I'm going with this. Like, by the time, like, there tomorrow will be, like, just, let's say, around here, right? But tomorrow will be around here. So if it tests tomorrow, this is a good sweet spot. If it tests this area, you guys, right, and then bounces back up, be careful of that trend line. So that's where shorts are going to be short selling. right? So watch that sweet spot. This is a sweet spot. This is a good dip buy right here, you guys. So I'm going to actually set an alert. If you have Thinkorswim, all you got to do is right click, smack the create alert, and go at or below that area somewhere. You guys want to give it always a few cents up just so you can watch it for a little bit. You know what I mean? Always watch it, you guys, before you trade it. Don't impulse and just get into it. So we got our alert set, you guys. So I'm not buying at 20, even if it holds 20. I have a feeling this is going to break 20. Let me show you one more pattern before I leave you guys, before we get into the fundamentals real fast. I just want to show you a quick balance sheet so you guys know how to look at balance sheets when you trade. So be careful so these companies won't play you. They don't want you to read the balance sheet. So you know what you're going to do? You're going to read the balance sheet. Shout out to my man DJ Khaled. Let's get to, let me remove these drawings again. Another scenario other traders see, let's say I'm a short seller, you guys. What would I be looking for if I was a short seller? Bear flag, bear flag, bear flag, bear flag. Look, Google a bear flag if you guys don't know how it looks. Didn't we have a flag on the way up? Now we have a flag on the way down, you guys. So tomorrow, if it breaks the $20, short sellers are going to be hovering around this thing to attack this. That's why I tell you guys, make sure the 20 holds twice, because you'll have double the amount of short sellers. That means double amount the squeeze if they fail. So, but let's say they don't fail. Let's say they get through this right here. A lot of short sellers wait till it comes back. So if you want to short this thing tomorrow, if I want to short this thing below 20, let's say it goes, cracks below 20, it gets to 1970, it goes back up, tests 20, and all the short sellers will be waiting again. And doesn't crack, you guys, that's how you short sell it. And then you take it back down. So that's one scenario. So that's why I tell you guys, be careful of that $20 dip buy. Now, let's say you're investing in this for the long term, you guys. This company is going to do a merger like I was telling you guys earlier. I'm not too much into fundamentals because I really like bottom line, price action. You feel me? But you got to know what's going behind the scenes. Always have that in the back of your mind. So what do I always usually do? I always go to go look at their balance sheet, you guys, or they're basically their cash. How much cash do they have in the bank? That's what I'm looking for, you guys. And I look at the float, because you always want to know volume compared to float, you guys. But we're going to look at the debt, right? I mean, you always want to look at how much debt they have and how much money they have in the bank. Always. So far, they're up this year. But you guys know why they're up, because they're doing a merger in June. The float, 20 million shares, which is not bad at all. You guys want to look for this? Look at held by insiders, 15%. Held by institutions, 71%. Remember this, you guys. I'm going to tell you why later. Okay. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for right here. Total cash, total cash, total cash. $750,000. This company barely has any money. I know traders that have more than that in their trading account, you guys. This company has to merger, basically. They have to merger. You know what I mean? They basically just have not even $1 million in the bank, so they barely have a couple months probably of lifetime left in their company. So that's why they're merging in June, you guys. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know. Look at their leverage free cash flow, you guys. Look at the operating cash flow. So basically, we have $750,000 in cash. What makes me think this company might do warrants. Even if they do merger, you guys, this company might issue warrants. So what do I always tell you guys? I don't know if I ever said it on YouTube, but I always tell the chat room, look at 8Ks, 10Ks, Google stuff. Just find out what's going on. You never know. You never know what could pop up, right? So what do? I went to go see their 8Ks. If you guys don't know how to 8Ks, easy. Just go to Google, and you'll just press AK, and then you go look through it. And what I always look for is like warrants, you guys, right? I always look for the word warranties and warrants and mergers and stuff like that. So you always want to go through the AKs, you guys. You want to see if they have warrants or something. And when you go to when I went through this, I went to this. You go to section, this is section 5.3. You could easily Google the company's name and put AK and you could find this, you guys. And then you can read right here. The unauthorized stock consists of 100,000 shares, blah, 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 preferred stock, blah, 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 agreement as 29,640,000 shares of common stock are issued and outstanding, which includes 22 shares to the redemption rights, which are usually validly issued, fully paid, non-assable, and presumptive rights, blah, blah, blah. Common stock and held of treasury. I'm getting to the important, guys. 1 second. 29. Here we go. 23,800,000 vector warrants are issued and outstanding. 23 million shares of common stock are reserved for future issuance pursuant of warrants. Warrants. So basically, they're going to dump 29, 28, up to $23 million shares of warrants even after the merger. Google what an AK is, you guys. An AK is like, let's say I'm a company, something happens importantly, I have to file an AK. I have to let the public know exactly what's going on. And they write it in, they have all these lawyers that write all these big words, so you can't understand it, you guys, but you don't have to read all of this. You have to know the important things. Look at this. These are 23. So be careful. If you're holding this long term, usually it's after 6 months or up to a year. And with the new investors, remember when I told you guys want to remember that there's 16% insiders in this, and there could be more with the new merger. I didn't get that deep into it yet. But let me try to see if this is on here real fast. I want to show you the lockup period, you guys. I'm going to see if I can find it really quick. If we can't find it, it's okay, but I'll just explain it. But we're going to see if we could, if you guys know what the lockup period is. If you don't, let me see if we can find it really fast. Usually they have them. You're just looking for the big lockup or lockup period. You'll see it. Sometimes, let's see. Maybe I missed it, or maybe it's... I don't want to spend too much time on this. Let me see if it's like in the next 30 seconds if we find it or not. You guys want to stay with me? Hold on. What did that say right there? No. But you guys want to read all this. Hold on. See, one thing you guys look at, if they cancel the merger, they have to pay $82 million as a fine. So they're probably definitely gonna merger. Right here, termination fee, $82 million. If this contract is breached. We didn't find the lockup period. Oh, yeah. Oh, look it. As soon as I said it, look it. Here we go, you guys. This is the lockup agreement, right? So all the private shareholders and all the institutional, all the ones who got in there, credit investors before the merger, they're gonna be in a lockup period. So they're probably gonna like sell their warrants or shares whenever. Damn, did I just patch up? See, look it. They don't even have the date on here. But you guys know that mostly all lockup periods are 6 months. So if you're investing in this for the long term, watch it after they merge, time it 6 months from now, and be careful. I don't know how much they're gonna dump or how much the warrants will be, but be careful. Some people like if you're a Warren Buffett type guy that holds forever, now he's actually starting to sell a little bit. But if you're that type that you're not worried about that, then yeah, but you always want to see this, you guys. I always look for this stuff, you guys, on Red Day. If I know they're going to dump 29 million shares, that's like an easy short sell, and you can make a lot of money with. But you definitely want to stay away from buying on stuff like this, you guys. So be careful. I hope that helped. I hope I didn't bore nobody with the AK stuff. That's why I usually don't talk about this stuff, you guys. But it's good to learn, you guys. You guys want to be ahead of them. You guys want to always be like better, always be learning. And another thing I found out about this company, you guys, when I was reading about them, is it was run by former GM vice chairman Steven Gursky. So be careful, you guys. Watch that merger. It's gonna happen, I believe, in June. They should be going through, but you never know with these companies. So be careful. Anybody has any questions, leave in the comments. Like the video. Remember our motto, you guys: plan the trade, trade the plan.